What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Learning Intelligence. And I just woke up from a nap. I was sleeping on this couch here for about 20 or so minutes, and I'm about to get back into the voice user interface capstone project for the Udacity AI Nano degree. And I'll be honest with you guys, because that's what this channel's about. I want to share the good times and also the not so good times, the hard times. I was facing a little bit of resistance today. What does that mean? Well, it's when you know you should be doing something else, but you're sort of filling in the time with other tasks. So this morning I've done a workout, I've cooked some food, I've listened to a podcast, amazing podcast on sleep on the Joe Rogan show actually with Matthew Walker. I'll link that below so you can check it out as well. But I've been doing a bunch of other things instead of studying, finishing off the Artificial Intelligence Nano degree, because I'm up to a sticking point, up to a hard point, and that's I don't know, that's where you always hit a roadblock, is when you get to that point where it's not as free-flowing as what it is at the start, that excitement sort of weared off a little bit, and it's just about getting the work done, getting into it. That's where I'm at. Essentially, it's just me being like, oh, I don't want to do the hard thing, right? So I'm gonna not listen to that resistance force anymore, the part of me going, Daniel, you could do all these other things today. And I'm gonna get into it right now. So that's the project for today. I'm gonna spend at least 3 hours on it. I'm rested, it's about lunchtime now, so I'm gonna the whole afternoon cleared to get back into some study. Alexa, 25-minute timer.
25 minutes, starting now.
You're younger and smarter.
See you in 90 minutes.
I'm dirty and lazy. That is all I know.
Alexa, stop the
For
timer.
a savior, for a Western
That's the first 90
way.
minutes done. Oh, I can hear myself talk now. It's amazing what just 15 minutes of dedicated work. I mean, why 15 minutes? Well, that's what I find about once you get about 15 minutes into something, you're on a roll, right? So that time just flew by. I've made some progress on the project, and I'm really happy with it so far. So what I got here is a LSTM or RNN model training to recognize speech input from this sort of stuff. So this is what is it called? A Mel frequency cepstral coefficient. So that's a mouthful there, but essentially what it is a sound wave coming through the air, getting translated or transformed into an image by different heat maps. So this is intensity of sound wave and whatnot. And then we're using RNNs to model the sequences that it comes in off that. And that's probably not the greatest explanation of how this model is working, but once I've finished the entire project, I'll be sure to upload it to GitHub so you can check it out. But otherwise, I've read 2 blog posts here that have really helped me out understand a few things. This one is from Machine Learning Mastery, which is understanding the difference between return sequences and return states for LSTM and Keras. I used that, where did I use that? Over here maybe? Return sequences equals true. So I'll let you read that blog post so you can get up to date on that as well. And then one more over here by Cola, or C. Ola, I believe. C. Ola or Cola, I'm not entirely sure. Understanding LSTM networks, which is a relatively old blog post in terms of this field, how fast it moves, but it's a great explanation on LSTM networks with a bunch of different diagrams. I'm gonna have a 30-minute break, then do another 90-minute cycle, and hopefully my network's finished training by then.
I'm thinking you'll be the one. It's time now, let's begin. Time now, let's begin. Time now, let's begin.
During my breaks, I try not to go on my phone because that thing is just a distraction device. I mean, it's okay for little bursts here and there around downtime and whatnot. But when I'm in study mode, I want to be in study mode. I don't want to get distracted by anything too heavy. Usually, I'll go for a little walk, as you just saw in the backyard. I'll have maybe a snack or something, maybe not. I just had an apple because, I don't know, I felt like having an apple. Now I'm gonna have the rest of my break. I'm gonna go back to this couch again and sleep and let what I've just learned sink into my brain. Because I just listened to that podcast on sleep. Seriously, listen to it, you'll love it. And then we'll get back into another 90-minute cycle. Hey Siri, stop the timer. Hey Siri, stop the timer. Now back into coding.
Last in the game, in the wasteland we light up, wait for a change.
Alexa, stop the timer. And there we are, 3 hours done. And why was I procrastinating so much? Who knows? But my advice is when you're in one of those funks, just get in, set yourself a timer for 15 minutes or something like that. And once you get that initial momentum done, the hardest step is usually, the hardest step is usually the first part, and then you get the momentum done. And all of a sudden, I'm 75% through this project. I've got my second last model training here. It's gonna take a while, but it's only through one epoch. I'm gonna stop it early though, because I've got to go somewhere and look after a house. But I've got a few errors here, I'm gonna fix them up. I've left myself some notes of what to do. I do this every time I'm with a project, so I know what to do when I come back next. And we can knock this off the to-do list today. So see here, I had artificial intelligence nanodegree times 6 Pomodoros is done. 1, 2, 3. And Pomodoros are 25 minutes each, so an hour and a half equals 3, and then another hour and a half. So 3 hours done of concentrated work on this. For the rest of the week, I've got work at Max Kelson for Wednesday to Friday, so I'm really, really excited there. I'm not sure what we'll be working on. Still concentrating on trying to finish the artificial intelligence nanodegree. We're gonna wrap this video up, and as always, keep learning. But a side note to that, don't forget that even people like myself, we get into funks as well. We're all human. We're all on this learning journey together. When the times get tough, just remember, what's the alternative? I just not do it and just continually have that feeling. But it's like, no, I'm gonna get in, I'm gonna get this project done, and I'm not gonna listen to that voice in my head that's like, oh, but there's so many other things you could be doing. Not this time. I win. Leave a comment below. What do you do to get over those points where everything's difficult and it's like, oh, I don't really want to do it? Not this time. I win.